Mm-hmm.
So, Oleksandra, I wanted to ask you first um, a question about how Vladimir Putin on February 8th said to Volodymyr Zelensky, whether you like it or not, my pretty, it's going to be like that. Do you think that in this war there is a patriarchal patriarch and sexist um, sexist way and dimension?
Uh, like we face with a culture of impunity, and this attitude towards women is a part of this culture. That's why they openly quote such things, because in this so-called proverb, he imagines Ukraine as a woman, and he expresses his real attitude.
And do you think that in the preparation of this war and in the way Russia is conducting this war, there is also this dimension?
Yes, because like they bring their culture to Ukrainian land, and in Ukraine, as we observe, we have opposite trends. Ukrainian women are on the forefront of the battle in different fields. Like Ukrainian women joined armed forces and territorial defense. Ukrainian women are among those who took people out from the ruined cities. Ukrainian women helped people to survive under artillery fires and in bomb shelters. Ukrainian women among those who tried to break encirclement to deliver humanitarian aid. And they take decisions. They are fighting for freedom in all senses. And we don't see it from Russian side. We see opposite attitude to women and to their role in society.
What do you mean?
I mean that, like, as they bring the parts of their culture, the one element of this culture is an intent to dominate. And that's why we record sexual violence in territories where Russia occupied, even temporarily.
How this war is also a war of values, where women have all the more reason to fight against the Russian aggressor.
8 years ago, Ukrainian people stood up their voice against corrupt authoritarian regime of Viktor Yanukovych. And millions of people very honestly and sincere fighting for a chance to build a country where the rights of everybody are protected, the government accountable, judiciary independent, women have their equal rights with men, and police do not beat students who peacefully demonstrating. So it's elements of the one chain. It was our democratic choice. And now, in this war with Russia, we are fighting for the rights to have a democratic choice as such. Because this war started not in February 2022, but in February 2014. And Putin is not afraid of NATO. Putin is afraid of the idea of freedom. Because after Revolution of Dignity, when authoritarian regime in Ukraine collapsed, we obtained a chance for a quick democratic transformations and empower women for more active role in society and guaranteed the equal rights for everybody in Ukraine is part of this path.
How do you see the resistance and resilience of these Ukrainian women?
I still looking for a proper word how to describe it, because I think that we now fighting on a level which which is very difficult to divide on gender roles because bravery has no gender. We are fighting as a human beings. If I'm not mistaken, up to 60,000 of women are serving in Ukrainian army. Like, women are not in the back. And when we speak about war, we speak about that everything is very interconnected. And in a lot of other fields, women took a very active part in medical, in security, in defense, in economical, and other fields of our life. Because when we speak about resistance, it's not only about military field. Resistance have different meaning as war have different dimensions.
And why is it necessary not to forget their role and to highlight it?
It's important because we're still nation in transit. We are not stable democracy. And we still, as Ukrainian women, are fighting for the equal rights. And we obtained a chance for democratic transformation 8 years ago. We did a lot of essential steps. For example, recently, Ukrainian parliament voted for Istanbul Convention against domestic violence. And I can mention another positive changes in laws or in practice, but still there are a lot has to be done. For example, we in the Ukrainian army have Ukrainian women, but we have no special military suit for Ukrainian women, which is a huge problem. So we have to emphasize the role of women because we have to put the rule of law, like legal norm, in a line with the norm of life. If Ukrainian women take so active part, it has to be this has to be reflected in the laws and practice. And when Ukrainian women join Ukrainian army, they have no they have to have no problem with military uniform.
Thank you so much, Oleksandra.